Good morning, you guys. So, today I'm vlogging. Hopefully, I can remember to do it. Today is Monday, July 22nd, and it's 7:40. I have class today at 8 until like 4. Today, I have a little makeup on my face today because I have an oral defense today. So, I have like some regular clothes on, but I have my business professional clothes that I need to take with me to school so I can change. My oral defense is for my research methods class. We had to pick a research article, formulate a PICO question, and we have to defend that we know about research methods. So anything from like sampling methods to running certain statistical tests to understanding what the alpha and p-value and statistical significance and clinical relevance means, all that. So the first class I'm actually going to, let me get myself while I'm talking. The first class that I'm going to, sorry if the lighting messes up, some lights are on in the house, some are not. The first class I'm going to is called Patient Care Skills. So that is dealing with patients. So today we are continuing to go over gaits and gait patterns. I might come upstairs twice. We are going to go over gait patterns and assistive devices and all that great stuff. So I have that at 8. So we usually have a quiz in the morning. I don't know if we're going to have a quiz this morning since it's over the same information we went over last week, just more. My lunch. I need something to eat. And I live like 10 minutes away from the school, so I'm not tripping too much. So like I was saying, that's not professional. Patient care skills, we have that class like an hour and a half. Then I have that lab. So lab is nothing like super crazy. Lab is really for your benefit in learning how to do stuff, because eventually you will be tested on it in a practical or skills check, whatever your school wants to call it. So after that, I have break for lunch. And then after lunch, I'm going to have professional practice. I'm forgetting stuff. I'm going to have professional practice, and that's just us knowing how to operate professionally. So whether it's learning how to deal with patients who have, it's more like a discussion class, honestly. More learning how to deal with patients who differ from us, but for the past few weeks, we've been doing documentation, learning how to document for an eval, a session or discharge, and all that other kind of stuff. So that's what we've been doing. And after that, I have my oral defense. And then once that is done, I am done. And I'm the 6th person that's going to be going for the oral defense. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm moving so much, but I'm trying to walk and talk. Honestly, I'm breaking out a little bit. Oh, gosh. So, I'm like the 6th person, as I was saying, for the oral defense. And then that'll be it. I'm going to be just me by myself, and then the person who's grading me. So she's going to ask me some questions. I'm going to sit there and eloquently tell her what the answers are. And then once that is done, I can leave. So, clothes, shoes, laptop, all my notebooks, got the document assignment. What else is due today? Look at my calendar. It's just a doc assignment that is due. And I have the oral defense. I have all my stuff for that. And if I forget something, good thing about me living so close, I can literally drive here and rush to come get it if need be. My AC is off. Oh, let me get some cheese. So we're taking a quick minute break. Say hi, Celeste. I'm gonna put this on my vlog. Okay. So we were practicing Spanish earlier. Your girl needs some work. But it's gonna happen. I'm vlogging. I'm gonna put this all together as a vlog. That's Anya, Asha. But yeah, we'll practice in Spanish, and because we're taking Spanish next semester, just learning some medical words. My Spanish is very terrible. It used to be pretty decent. I took 3 years of Spanish, but then when you don't use it, you lose it. So we're taking a break, and then we're gonna take a quiz in patient care skills. And then after that, it will be lab. So I'll record what lab is like so y'all can see what are some things that we do in lab. So we're doing lab. Celeste is my partner. So we're doing, we're learning how to fall with the patient and safely bring them down to the ground, and also how to ambulate up curbs, stairs, all of that great stuff with assistive devices. So let's get them out of here.
I can't get it much tighter. Right, I think I put it on tight enough.
You want me to go first?
Yeah. We'll wait until we'll take turns.
You touching her breast.
I know.
She's gonna pass out like it's not like.
I'm gonna wake up and be like, I remember someone touched me. Okay. Yeah. So I'm walking with my patient.
I mean, I'm gonna reach across some chest. Ready? No, I'm back.
Oh no, I'm over harder. Hi, I'm pretty close to you. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, I'm pulling it anytime, okay?
Okay.
You're looking, did you see her back then?
Yeah, towards the end. That was super wet.
That's just loose.
It does. What?
I think you just have to get it dirty.
Okay.
Get it dirty. Get it dirty. Because mine used to do that. Today it's doing this one. Is that better? I'm gonna fall first though.
You can fall to one side.
I don't know what I did.
Yeah, like the side. Well, do that, because usually I will block while we on the good side, but just in case things happen. And what if you...
And your patient doesn't have to go all the way down, laying down. Yeah. I'd already stopped. Next station.
Okay.
I can practice falls.
I think I'm taking my water.
Should we try it?
Bree, that's messed up, man. That's not about what you said.
What?
He's gone. Laceration.
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 Let him go.
Actually, you kind of
Paperwork.
had her at one point when she was down.
Yeah.
You kind of were here, and her arm was like draped over you. No, that's good.
Oh, it's good?
You could have let her there,
Oh, okay.
left her there, because
Okay.
watch, I'll show you what happened.
Okay.
So I have their fall first. So.
Yeah, as soon as resting heart rate 45.
And then here you come. So watch where her arm goes. So actually, you could have just left your arm there and just kind of kept her propped in that position. That's why I was saying she doesn't have to go all the way down.
Okay.
I mean, as long as she's not like cutting off circulation
Yeah,
in
that
her
was
arm or
like the question
something.
you asked, like, there was
Yeah.
another fall, and then she was able, because I was falling back. and she
Oh,
was
I
able
put my
to
leg,
get
so
up.
she was
Yeah.
like
That's
leaning
it.
on my
Yeah.
leg.
So if you know the whole idea of the gait belt is you're trying to get them back over their center of gravity over their base of support. If you're able to maneuver them so their center of gravity is over their base of support, they may not go down if it's an angular fall. If it's a collapsing fall, then you have to assist them. Right? You know.
For this one, we have to use a cane. So this is a hemi walker, or you can have a single point cane, and have our patient be able to go up the stairs in the curb. But since we're outside, we're gonna do the curb. So when you are fitting for a hemi walker, The straight side will be closer towards the body, and you want the hand rests to be at the greater trochanter or at the wrist, at the wrist crease. So this is actually perfect for me. So yeah, that's how we do it. And if you have a single point cane, like Celeste has, it's the same thing. You just have one point. But with the Hemi Walker, you always want to make sure your patients are not doing this, but they're actually picking it up and walking with it. Okay, so now we're going to practice the same thing on stairs with a single point cane. So you will instruct the patient to go up with their good leg. Then they bring the cane up. Then the bad leg or weaker leg. There we go. So good leg, cane, bad leg. Good leg, cane, bad leg. Good leg, cane, bad leg. Good leg. There we go.
Yeah, good.
And if I wasn't recording, I'll actually be guarding her. And for this instance, she's coming down. As a therapist, I will be in front of her, guarding her, making sure that she's okay when she's coming down and she's not falling towards me. Okay, so now we have gone towards the curb.
Now you're gonna put the walker
Walker
down first.
down first. And there we go. So now we're going to descend up the curb. So we would do what first? Walker first.
Make sure it's all the way on.
Make sure, make sure it's all the way on. There we go.
Bye guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
Shout out your
Jesus
channel.
Gabriel Fitness.
Jesus Gabriel Fitness. I'll put it in the description box below.
Thank you, Bree.
You're welcome.
My hand got all
I'll show you.
sweaty.
Oh, I pinched myself. I'm gonna show you.
Shout out to the student physical therapist and the patient. We're out of class. We had professional practice. Now we're about to do our research methods PICO, our oral defense. So everybody's all dressed up and stuff. And we have to go in there, present. I'm gonna spit my gum out before I go. Go in there, talk, act like we know what we're talking about, acting like we actually learned. And we'll see how it goes. So okay, say how you feel. How are you feeling?
A little nervous, but it's gonna be fun.
These are my group members. We got this.
Feel it. Confidence is key.
Confidence. Okay. Anyone else? How are you feeling, Nick?
Not even worried. You worried?
Okay. Nah, we're just gonna get this done with.
I read it one time. One time. I got this. That's all I need.
How are you feeling, Juan?
Man, I don't even know how to feel.
You're gonna scare all the people from going to PT school.
Hey.
Okay. How do y'all feel?
Super stoked.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous? You guys got this.
Super dope.
Michelle, how do you feel?
Yeah.
Natalie, how do you
I'm
feel?
not putting this on yet because it's gonna be sweaty.
Okay. We got this. We got this. Okay, everyone, how was it?
Not bad.
Not bad?
But who knows? I don't know. It's different.
Outside.
No.
Alright, let's go.
So these people have to go next. You got this? Proud of you. You got this? Proud of you. You got this? Proud of you. You got this? Proud. Okay. And Natalie,
Yes. Oh, hi. Thank you.
proud of you.
My backpack is over there.
You're gonna be on the vlog.
Me.
You already in it. Just damn proud of you. Proud of you.
Savannah?
Yeah. Okay.
Right now?
Yeah. I'm about to go get a drink. Drink. Oh, my face looks oily. But that pretty much concludes my Monday so far. After my oral defense, I stayed to have my advising meeting with the same professor who teaches research methods, who graded me for my oral defense. I don't know, my mind just went blank. It's the end of the day, but whatever. So in my advising meeting, just went over like how I'm doing in school, all the other kind of stuff, and if I have any concerns or problems or anything like that. It is so hot. I don't want to turn on my air yet, girl. This money. So school's going fine, honestly. I have an A in practically everything except for one class, which is my surface anatomy. I have an 89.5 in that class, and it's gonna come up. I have like 2 more skills checks and a final, so I'm not too worried about that. All the other classes are fine. Things are making sense. I'm just ready for school to be over, to be honest. Good morning, everyone. So today is Tuesday, the 23rd. It is currently 7:58. I'm up, showered, dressed. I have class actually at 9, my phys and embryo class. I'm actually gonna get there early because I think I want Starbucks #1, and then also I need to study some more for this quiz, because honestly last night I didn't study that much. Like, it took me a while to cook and stuff, and then when I was laying in bed, I was just like, I'm gonna just go through the slides, because I went through most of them early on. I was, I'm gonna just go through the slides and do that. First of all, this is the reason I said I was gonna rant. It's 200 slides of information. 200, who was doing that? So I went through the remaining slides that I didn't like actually physically write down, because I'm a like note taker. I need to physically write for me to remember and understand. But yeah, I just went through the slides, and we're just gonna see what it is. It's over the respiratory system. Some of the stuff I like remember from like undergrad. It's not like I'm necessarily having to remember a lot of new information. I'm still having to remember new information, some stuff I've never heard of, or we haven't gone in depth like that previously, but I think I should be okay. So let's go to school. And I always go outside sometimes just to look at the view. Oh, let me show you guys the view. See? Some mountains. It's the Franklin Mountains when you drive more into the city and stuff. But sometimes I just like to go outside before I start my day, just to breathe a little bit, take in the scenery. Because so many times we're just rushing just to get to the next thing. So grab my water, my lunch. I don't know if I'm gonna come back home. Okay, so for today, like I was saying, class is at 9 and it ends at 11:30. I have a long break until I have my surface anatomy class, which is at 6 o'clock. So I brought my lunch with me just in case I wanted to like stay on campus and chill and eat and study for surface anatomy, and also write a paper that's due tomorrow. Or if I want to come home, I don't know yet. Or if I want to go to Starbucks, I don't know yet. So I'm gonna just bring everything, because I don't know. Okay. AC is off. Taking a break. I'm vlogging. Say hello. So we're taking a break, and looks like a physio embryo. There's 138 slides today, so that's less than 200 from last week. And today we're talking about the renal system. So yeah, it is going, and I'm getting sleepy. And also because it's raining outside. Anytime it rains, it makes me tired. Okay, so class is done. Finish that. The quiz went well, so that's good news. We made it through, well, I made it through 120 slides out of 138. So I'm gonna finish looking at the rest of, well, we're gonna go and look at the rest of the slides on Thursday. That's the next time I have that class, but I'll probably just go ahead and look through it myself. But I'm tired. Went and got my Starbucks since I didn't get it before class. I'm about to go home and eat lunch and then study for, I should have turned on that street. And study for my surface anatomy skills check I have tonight, and also go ahead and start writing my paper. Hey guys, so I'm currently studying for surface anatomy. How I study, I'm very visual. I have to have pictures. I like write things out one time, then I go in with highlighters and a different color pen and I write things down. I'm just a firm believer in making pictures. So, like this is an example. I always cut pictures out, write it in black, and then go back and write it in pink. Even when I'm learning origin and insertions, I have to see a picture. If I can visualize, like a lot of times when I'm taking a test, I think in my mind of how a picture looked. If I can locate it, I can tell you the origin, insertion, and action. So that's why I have to have pictures, and I break things up into compartments. So these are the muscles in the posterior compartment of the leg. For every part of the body we have studied, I have done pictures. No matter what I'm studying for, I have to draw a picture out so it can make sense. Hi guys. So we're in surface anatomy, and something is wrong with my partner.
I think it's the edge of your rectus abdominis.
Do it again. Do the thing.
Okay, do it again.
Do the thing. Make it happen. Do this thing where you like, do it for the gram.
Because it is like right at the edge.
Yeah.
Does it do it over here?
We didn't try.
Try
The
it.
liver's
Michelle,
not
do it.
over there, but try it.
Michelle,
Try it
let's
over
go.
there and just see.
Dang it, Michelle Brown. Causing false alarms over here.
I wasn't me, it was Bree.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Do a little harder.
Okay.
Not so much.
No, I'm excited. It's killing me.
Yeah.
Just like alien.
You're dying.
I don't
okay,
know,
buddy.
it feels superficial enough to where I don't think it's anything deeper than that.
That's not my liver, like.
I don't think so.
We still have to drink at the end of the semester. Get it together.
You want a shot of tequila now?
No drinks until after finals.
Yeah, just
Drink nothing but
just
water.
In case, don't drink for the rest of PT school.
Make it through.
I'll let you know that.
Okay, so we are palpating the spleen with Angel. Okay.
He's bad.
Oh.
Try to.
Better not crop me out.
I'm not.
I like watching.
I already started editing day one. You're in there, Kayla. Okay. Put it right here. Okay.
Washington.
Yeah, there you
Like the big ones.
Okay, do it again.
Wait, it's like
Okay, this side is normal. You have any shoulder pain?
Left shoulder pain?
Good. Alright, you're fine. You're normal. Yay! Hello, you guys. Today is Wednesday. I'm so sorry that I'm vlogging so late. It's like 2:30. This morning I woke up, finished the paper that I had to do about my community service engagement. It's supposed to be a reflection, but nothing is ever a simple reflection. It's a whole scientific writing. So I finished that literally up until 10 minutes until I had to turn it in. So that's what I did. I only had one class today, so that's why I look rough today. Like I was just only going to class for like an hour and a half. That was one class, was professional practice. People were presenting today, so they took up most of the time presenting. And then after that, we just talked about electronic medical records, and we kind of played around with some softwares that physical therapists use to enter their SOAP notes. So yeah, so I'm about to go home, chill and relax. Every week I at least have one day where I don't do absolutely anything, and today might be that day. So if I do something, it'll probably be I need to look at like what's ahead for next week. Probably just go ahead and start like organizing some of my notes for my finals and stuff that are coming up within the next week. So that's what I'll probably do. Nothing too strenuous, nothing like extra intensive studying. So probably something like that. I'm just keeping my head focused until school is over. So almost done. The first final I do have is on the 31st. So that's in what, 7 more days? No. 6. No, yeah. 7 more days. So that's the 24th. 7 more days. So one down and like 4 more to go. So, but I'll keep y'all posted. I'll try to remember to vlog, especially since I ain't doing nothing today. Good morning, everyone. So today is Thursday the 25th, and it's also my Friday, so I don't have class tomorrow. Today I only have one class, which is physiology embryology. We're gonna finish the renal lecture and pretty sure do another lecture. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'm having a great day. I'm feeling much better, feeling energized. So we're gonna be productive today. Go ahead and get started on some actual studying. I think I want to go get some breakfast tacos. I never eat breakfast in the morning, but I think I want some breakfast tacos today. So let's go ahead and get this day started. Oh, also, I'm supposed to be going, because I'm being at the main campus for phys class, and then we're supposed to have a Spanish screening. Because remember, like I said, we are going to take Spanish next semester. And so I'm supposed to have a Spanish screening. I think I want to be in a beginner's class. Like, I do know some Spanish. I can conjugate a couple of sentences in my head, but I need to practice. So I'm about to go back to the health science building to do that. But then they also have open lab in the main building where my phys class. So it's like back and forth from main campus to health science, back to main campus. And I don't know if I want to go back to main campus for the open lab. Lab will be open again for us to practice before the final. And before our final skills check for patient care skills. And it's going to be transferring patients with lines and tubes, and then teaching them gait patterns with what assistive device. And I feel very confident with the transfers and lines and tubes and all of that. I will have to practice getting my gait patterns down with my assistive devices. I want just to roll off my tongue very naturally and easy. So I'll probably just do open lab later because I honestly don't want to necessarily go back and forth. And I know what I need to practice on. It's not like I need to practice the, like I really, really need to practice the entire situation. I'm pretty confident on transfers and all of that. So let's go to class. Let me Google some good breakfast tacos I can get around here before I go. All right, y'all, bye. Class is over. Now I'm going back to the health science building to do a Spanish screening so I can know what Spanish class I'm going to be in next semester. Then after that, I'm going home and I'm going to start studying. Well, I'm going to start writing this paper and then I'm going to start studying for, what do I want to study for today? Kind of want to do anatomy. No. I'm going to finish my notes for physiology. Do that because he's going to give us a quiz over the weekend and just upload the quiz online. So I'm going to do that. And after that, I think that was all I'm going to do for today. And then later on in the week, I will study for surface anatomy and go over stuff for patient care skills. Something slight, not too much. Just pace myself out for the weekend and for the remainder of the semester. Here's a picture of me and my classmates celebrating the end of a great semester. We made it through our first one. I am proud to say I made all A's on my finals and all A's in all of my courses. So your girl will be here turning up for another semester. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.